Hi, it's Ashley with the Trucker's Wife Life. I have been really busy, so I haven't made a video in a while, and I was reminded because I was at the terminal and there was a gentleman that he said, "Oh, I subscribed to your YouTube channel," and I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool." But I said, "Oh my gosh, I haven't made a video in so long because I have been going through training, and out of respect and privacy for my trainers, I didn't make any videos." You all know who you are. You were awesome. You got me here, I got my upgrade, and I have my own truck now. It is New Year's weekend, and I am staying at the Sleep Inn in Dallas. I'm not going to say which location because it'd be kind of creepy if people started showing up. This is what truckers do for bad hair days. See that? Cool. Okay, it's all fixed. I am actually going to go to the terminal. It's really close to here, and I am gonna go get some chocolate. I have a chocolate craving, and the hotel I'm at doesn't have any, so I figured to solve that problem, I'm gonna go to the terminal. My truck's getting some work done on it. I have to say my company has been excellent. I brought my truck in on Thursday, and by Thursday afternoon they had almost everything on my list taken care of. And then we found that we do have a recall on the truck from Freightliner, and because it's a holiday weekend, we are waiting. I haven't put on any makeup. I haven't had a shower yet, so I'm a little rough. This is the trucker's life. Let me see, trucker wife life. My husband is on his way he started out in Colorado and then went to Kansas, I think, to pick up a load, and he's taking it to New Jersey. So right now he's in Ohio trucking. I see him on the map, and he's just going down the road. So I'll connect with him in a little bit. But in the meantime, I am gonna walk down. I got my truck keys. I'm so excited. My training was awesome. I went through 28 states in 23 days. No, in 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I went through 28 states in 2 weeks. I keep a list and just mark them off. I haven't made it any further west than Arkansas, and the lighting around here is terrible. This is where I started. When I was at the academy, I actually started staying out in this very hotel, and it was so nice to see people I'd met before. It's kind of a long weekend because it's New Year's Eve weekend, and Freightliner can't get out to see my truck until Tuesday, so I reached out to my stepmom and her friends, people I knew from Houston that moved up to the Dallas area, and we are all going to get together and have lunch tomorrow to celebrate New Year's and to reconnect. It's been a long time. What's going on with the truck? Well, the truck, at first they wanted to give me a 2021 Freightliner, and I was concerned about how many miles would be on it and the age of the truck. So I turned that one down, and they said they had a 23 Peterbilt, but it was in the yard waiting for parts. They said it had been waiting for a while. And I was like, no, I don't want a truck that already has problems, or that's been, I may have to sit and wait for parts. And they said, well, there was somebody that just turned in a truck in Laredo, Texas. At the time I was in Houston. So I was on home time from family emergency going on. And my husband drove me down to Laredo, and I picked up that truck, and it literally was just dropped off by somebody. They came in, turned in the keys, and apparently left the company. Don't know the situation, don't really care. That's their story. Try to keep it short. So I get to the truck, and it won't even start. So twice while I was in the yard, I had to have someone come out and jump start me. So I knew there was a problem with the batteries because the battery kill switch was on, but yet I had to have somebody come jump start my truck. And then, of course, because it was in Laredo, I'm gonna stay and talk a little bit. Laredo does not have the kind of facilities you would find in Jackson, Mississippi, or here up in Dallas, Texas, that we have at our terminals with the maintenance and everything. So no one was there to detail the truck. No one was there to go over the truck to see what shape it was in and what needed to be fixed. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm not stupid. I know a little bit about vehicles. So I went through and I just kept making a list of everything that seemed to be wrong with it. Like I said, I brought it in on Thursday late morning, and they had almost everything done by Thursday afternoon. And so I went over the truck, tried to see what else needs to be done. They put in a brand new refrigerator for me. They put in 4 new batteries. They fixed, made sure my inverter was working because it wasn't working at the time. I think that had to do with the batteries. My utility lights didn't work. One of the mud flat bars was bent. They took that off and put a new one on because that is a DOT regulation. I wanted to make sure that was fine. But there was a problem. There was a check engine light on. And of course, a check engine light could be one of a million things, but there's actually 2 check engine lights on. Also my adaptive radar didn't work. I'm gonna have to test that as soon as I'm able to drive the truck. But so their mechanics looked at it, both evening shift and morning shift. None of them could get to the problem. Apparently it's something with the injectors. They're limited. There's only so much they can do with an engine and before they have to call in Freightliner. And they had a Freightliner mobile mechanic come out the other day. He said, nope, I can't fix it. Oh, that was yesterday. And so they're gonna have Freightliner come out on Tuesday because it's a holiday. Yeah, my hair's a mess. It would have to be on Tuesday. And so I have the weekend to relax, and it's kind of sad because I'm not making money. The first load I picked up was actually from Freeport, Texas to bring it up here. Its final destination was Colorado. It would have been awesome miles. It would have been a beautiful drive. I have never in my life been to Colorado, and I've always wanted to go to Colorado. So someday this company will get me there. I'm just having to be patient. Have some faith, everything's gonna work out. It is really hard not making money because we had about 2 weeks of home time over Christmas, and the majority of that was for a family medical emergency. And of course, during that time, I've just started with the company, I just upgraded. I have not earned any home time yet. My company is awesome. We get $100 a day of home time earned, but you have to put in the time to earn it, and I haven't done that yet. But it was awesome having some time with my husband over the first 4 months that I've been with the company. Everything from going through the academy all the way to finishing my training was 4 months, and I had 3 days at home during that whole time. So that was very trying. It was I missed everybody so much. I got to spend time with my daughter in Austin, my son, my stepdaughter came out and spent time with us. I got to see my sister-in-law, both of my in-laws, my husband, my dog. We had a good time. It was a good rest for both me and my husband. We had a lot to do, running back and forth to Austin to the hospital and stuff. We didn't get the most rest during our home time, but we did spend time together, which was the paramount point of being home. But then we went down and picked up the truck in Laredo, and that's where that whole story began. And that brings me to where I am now. Tomorrow I get to meet up with my stepmom and her friends that had moved here from Houston to Dallas, and we are all going to go out to lunch and celebrate the new year and reconnect, because now that they don't live in Houston, we don't get to see them very often. And then, of course, I'll meet with Freightliner on Tuesday morning to see what the verdict is on my truck. I love my truck. It's a 2024 Freightliner. It has the new, what is it called? It's a power steering assist that makes the steering so smooth. Driving this truck, it handles the roads more like a Peterbilt does. You don't get so torn up in this truck as you do some of the older Freightliners. It handles the bumps, and it seems like they've improved their suspension, so I'm really happy with that. The cruise control works really well. I just need the radar to be up to date. It's nice to know when somebody pulls in front of you how much distance you have and how fast that vehicle's going, to make sure they're not going slower than you are. So, if you need to get out of the way or slow down or whatever. Yeah, they have made trucking really easy in a lot of ways because the trucks do so much. They help you maintain your lanes. I have the new cameras on the sides, the blind side cameras that let you see down the whole sides of your truck. And then there's I actually have 3 screens. I have a screen on the left and on the right. They show down both sides of the truck. And then I have a screen in the middle where your rear view mirror would be in your 4-wheeler vehicle, that shows right outside the passenger side door, which is one of our most severe blind spots. And though I still use my mirrors, now it's like having 2 more sets of mirrors to skim over. It's very, very helpful in the dark because it's kind of night vision, and it lights things up a little bit better than what you see in your mirrors at night. And when it's raining, they don't get affected by the raindrops like the mirrors do. So you have more clear vision of what's happening on the sides of your truck. I haven't had to really back it yet, but I hear from other drivers that it does assist in making your backing maneuvers easier. So far my backing has been really lucky. I had really great assistance at the port in Freeport when I had to go pick up my load. They were ready to go, so they're like, come on, let me help you. And so I got good. That was like my first load ever, so I definitely said yes to the assistance from the yard dog there. He was awesome. And then my first stop for the night when I had to shut down was at a rest area where I could just pull straight through. And then when I got to the yard here in Dallas, they were like, just park your trailer anywhere. We're so overstocked right now, and if we need to move it, we'll move it. And so that was really easy. So I haven't had one of those difficult backing situations yet since training. But anyway, like I said, I have a chocolate sweet tooth, and the hotel here offers nothing. There are no real fast convenience stores or anything within walking distance. So I'm going to go down to the terminal and hit the vending machines and see what they have that might be good. Then I'll come back. I am watching a series. I think it's on Prime. It's called In Your Dreams. It's really pretty entertaining. It's 3 seasons. And when I'm driving and then shutting down, I really don't want to watch a lot of TV. I don't actually watch TV. I stream series and movies and things like that. And so if I ever come across something I think is good, I'll let you know. So I'm watching In Your Dreams. It's a 3-season show, so it should go on for a little bit. It'll probably get me through the New Year's weekend. And then, of course, I love to take time to, if you see my bed over there, my pillow's all propped up, I sit back and I love to read. So I'm always having one book going on Audible or one book series on Audible, and I'll have another book series going on Nook, and I get a lot of good literature that way. And then sometimes I'll throw on my Pandora to listen to my favorite tunes, which is a lot of stuff like Norah Jones and a lot of old jazz and I don't know, the good old oldies, the Rat Pack and stuff like that. So that's just who I am. That's the kind of stuff I like. Anyway, I am back. I am going to be as respectful as I can of my company by not trying really hard not to state who it is. They have a pretty lenient social media policy, but I don't ever want to cross the lines. I think my company has been awesome. It is a starter company, and from the very beginning, they have been very honest with me about everything. Any question I've had, even if it's a question that I may not like the answer, they've always been honest with me. And I think it's because I set my expectations with them from the beginning that I want them to be honest. I may not like the answer, but I'm a grown-up and I can deal with it. Instead of, other companies, I know a lot of them, especially recruiters and people like that, they will tell you what you want to hear, what they think you want to hear. And then down the road, you find out that you were lied to and the trust is broken. So I've been really happy with this company. Everybody from recruiting to training to dispatch so far has been very honest, very helpful. Good communication. The shop here has been excellent. They keep putting up with me popping in saying, hey, can you look at this, or hey, can you help me with that? And they have been so friendly. I've been respectful of their time. I only try to ask for additional help when they're not busy. But so far it's been a really awesome company. Next test is, what kind of miles do I get? What are the time frames and the pressure that's put on you as a driver? My first month I have a training dispatcher, and after my first 30 days I will switch over to my permanent dispatcher. And what kind of a relationship can we establish? What kind of rapport can we have? And I really believe that it all has to do with how you treat them. They, like over this weekend, holiday weekend, they said, please be kind to our weekend dispatchers, because every single one of them is working with at least 120 drivers. That's a heavy load, and these people get all the grief from these very exhausted, tired truck drivers that are frustrated and angry, and a lot of the venting is done to the people in the office. And I try to keep that in mind, that they put up with a lot of crap, and I don't need to be one of those people giving them crap. I want to be one of those people that uplift them, build a good relationship, have a good rapport so that we can work long-term together. And so my husband has me testing out this company because we really, of course, our dream from the beginning is to drive teams. And in order to drive teams, we have to be with a company that we both are happy with. So we're testing out the miles, we're testing out the equipment, we're testing out what kind of drop yards and shipper yards and receivers we have to go to, what the situations are. Of course, if we drive together, it's going to be different than what I'm doing because I'm OTR. I trained on the Tyson account. That was the stinkiest thing. I guess there's something out there worse, but I don't know what it would be. Tyson was tough because it's a lot of late night pickups and deliveries and a lot of night driving. OTR, I don't know yet because I've only had one load and I only got to do halfway here to Dallas. I'm excited about my new journey. I am so happy you're here coming along with me. Hi, I'm sorry, the gentleman I met in the cafeteria yesterday. Was that yesterday? Oh my gosh, time is so skewed as a truck driver. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and hope to see you on the road. Good luck with your journey. I hope your training is awesome. We have some great and really nice patient trainers with this company. So what else do I have to say? I'm going to go down to the terminal. I am going to go get myself some chocolate or something sweet to eat before my husband parks for the day and we have our conversation. And then I'm going to get my shower, wash my hair. When I wash my hair, it ends up out to here. It really fluffs up, especially here in the South with all this humidity. And since I'm going out to lunch, a nice lunch with the ladies tomorrow, I want to be able, I don't have anything dress-wise that looks really nice. Everything's trucker attire. It's my wardrobe, my style. But I can at least put on some makeup and let my hair look nice. So until then, adieu. You all have a great, happy New Year's. Be safe tonight when you're out there celebrating. I think tonight's New Year's Eve. What's the date? I don't know. Like I said, as a trucker, we just get all mixed up with what's going on. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I will add a little bit more to this. I have a new editing program I'm going to try. I may or may not do it. I may just go ahead and post this video. So anyway, y'all have a happy and safe New Year's, and I'll talk with you soon. This is the Trucker's Wife Life out.